alive. Back to Professor Trevor Phillips. And that's how you know. And so he went in the car. The CIA was calling him. His family. No, it was personal.
Trisha!
Trevor.
Oh, it's good to speak to you.
My thoughts are with you.
See, Martin.
Oh shit.
Is he treating you well?
That was so random.
You're a sweet boy, Trevor. A sweet man.
Trisha. I really miss you.
I have to go.
Wow. Now here's a metaphor you can all think about. As Trevor, I was speaking, I am the Zodiac. I am the Zodiac. And I'll be back. Give me a second here. We're following a target. Wow. Shut up. Whew. That's everybody, guys. And me too. So. Oh my god. Check it out. No shit, no shit. Except, you know, it is new for me. I'm doing a very, very slow music review, very, like, months before. It's so much music to keep up, song by song. Yeah. I didn't make sense where I was going. The Zodiac started driving. He had secured drug operations. And then he remembered. Oh shit. That's where they killed his friend.
I gotta get my eyes checked.
Here we go. I was just being told I needed to arrive there and drop the van off. But first, I needed to go get it rebuilt. So naturally I went to the airport. I needed a way for there to be some type of brainwash in the background. I had no way to go. Michael had recently told me of a situation he was just in, and that's when it hit me. I was back in the field of foreign intelligence. The car parked over the bar. Below said hi, the red paint on the grass. And then I ran the system on. Sponsored by now on TikTok shop.
Take a tour of a place.
That is so too.
From the comfort of your phone.
I looked. That was better. We were about to get this car sprayed up so it looked better. Trevor never told Mike what he did at the job, but the other one was ex-male. And he had that ability, so imagine Trevor. The narrator thought about this and much more. Oh my god. And then it said, we have a fugitive on a bike, moving to intercept. Got it, $5,000. Target attempting to leave. New mission. I thought it was gonna get away. On the way I thought about a new brief I had received. It said, I don't have it. Oh, so it's not going back. Guy called. I couldn't call paramedics. Don't worry, it wasn't my fault. It was theirs. That random song was playing by itself. That's before they spun around. Like that McDonald's commercial, that was the same one. That's what it is. This new van was really good, but it took a while to get to speed. All black. They're like, I was so used to seeing the black van. Shit, why are you driving there? The DeLorean today. Type of mentality. And I was thinking to myself, imagine that, ruining it and then immediately going to the shop. I guess it was that bad. I don't know if I do it again. Yo, cheap. $5,000. I'm very broke. At this point, I knew I was relating it back to the voiceover narrators that was narrating my life in the game. The year was 1972. The Japs had already invaded Hiroshima and had dropped bombs on their own people. The official story was, it was America, and the real narrative was, it was America. We were cornered. Charlie had somehow found us in the valleys of the valley. I remember this triggering as a flashback. And then I played the GMV3. The music started triggering me. I looked at the odometer. It hit me.
Unfortunately, you'll have to wait to ride the T train.
Whoa. Damn. That is awesome. Check it. That's all you could do? Where is the other thing? This vehicle cannot be modified. Oh yeah. See. Did you hear Hitman, Hentai? Both. And then it goes like, and then someone's like, yo, come here, I'm gonna teach you how to DJ. So this is how, and then this is the extra stuff to do. It brought me back to the days when I was in school and I hated everything. I felt like Jeffrey Dahmer. My name was Trevor Phillips, the CIA man. I looked at the Liberty City Exchange Index and I was trying to see what the market was. Americans not going to gym, prefer binge eating, pump and run shares drop. Prolapse unsteady after football player rampage. Group sex down after heist. Liberty City National Exchange Index. HJK 152.83, up 4%. Out 40.45. 1.45 down, 379. VUL 156.8, 593 down, 3.96%. HAF 173.27, 0.26 down, 0.15%. Triple S 199.22, 6.7 up, 3.28%. And then I look at the market movers: RIM, MER, BOL, RLS, RAI, past week, Wednesday to Monday. And I knew it was largely inspired by the markets. I looked at all of the price movements, their current price, and the average change. Then I checked my portfolio. Portfolio empty. You can purchase stocks from the markets page. This was now. Boss Sack. Dealing in life's ups and downs. Sponsored by. I needed to buy a house. So I drove around the city and bought a house. There it is. Take it up. That's what it's on. That's what you get. Look at that. See, when you're driving in this game, and this This car is like very, very fast. Oh shit. There you go. People are like, why are you driving around playing something like that? That's Death Grips in this universe. Featuring Tom Rowland's Nothing But Pleasure, Soulwax FM. Two feds just passed each other. I had to check it out. Watch. Oh. That's how I know them. I had just crashed into the 1950s. Later, it's gonna reveal that Michael started working with them. I looked at the phone, another one. They were following me. I looked at Nervous Ron. There's some guys around the stock car racing around the way. You should try it unless you don't want it. It could be fun. Or not. You'll win a car if you're good, but of course you'll be good. Please don't hurt me for this. So I called them. They're listening, and then it hit me as I stopped the car in front of the... Check it out. I knew they were listening. I had just made a real video on the internet that was making waves. It was called Hunter Biden Credits Anthony Weiner Laptop on my real account, and this was me, not the narrator for this thing. So I had nothing to hide, and anyways, I went like this. Audio was being monitored. So after they told me of this, and I got the call, triggered a whole series of memories, and then largely started going into slipstream. I called them one more time to make sure I was not hallucinating. I called Chef first. Chef was an old associate. His line was busy. I then called Chang Jr., a very important Democratic man. Chang Sr., the chairman. I waited.
This is United States phone of Wei Chang. Leave me a message.
And so I did. And I started seeping into a deeper reality. Everyone was too busy and I had a job. Felt like there was a drone overhead. I paid no attention to it. I then remembered an old acquaintance of my father's, which was called Rosenberg, and then that's when I triggered the slipstream, and it was not the guy from the radio, that this other kid we were working with called Franklin was or Johnny was dealing with. And this was a different type of thing. And so I went into a slipstream and then remembered, like, whose son was he? And then here he is. The first time I met him.
Go get some sleep, he says. I have been sitting in this chair all night with the lights off, drinking coffee. This is a disaster. We are so screwed, man. These gorillas, listen to me, are going to come down here and rip my head off. It's ridiculous. I did not go to law school for this. Okay, now what the hell are we going to do?
Shut up. Sit down.
Relax. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You're gonna find out who took our cocaine. And then we're gonna kill them. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Let me think.
What's up, Tommy Versetti?
There's this
retired
Colonel Juan Garcia Cortez. He's the one that helped me set up this deal well away from Vice City's established thugs.
I want to get
listen,
dressed.
he's holding his party out in the bay on his expensive yacht, and all of Vice City's big players are going to be there, okay? I have an invite. Of course I have an invite. But there's no way that I'm going out there, sticking my head out the door. No way, I told you, shut up. I'll go myself. Oh, well.
I'll go randomly.
Hey, I like 1978 too, but you know, this isn't going to be a beer and strippers do. I mean, no offense, but I think that you might turn heads on the runway for the wrong reasons. What's wrong with the way I'm dressed? Okay, look, here, stop by Raphael's. Tell him I sent you. He'll make you look respectable. Okay, go, come on. Well, excuse me, cat. Nice bike.
Buenas noches. I understand you are here on the behalf of Mr. Rosenberg. I hope any recent problems have not affected his health or mental well-being, Mr.
Versetti. He's just got a touch of agoraphobia.
Excellent. And you?
I just want my merchandise.
It's an unfortunate set of circumstances for all involved. Of course, I have initiated my own lines of inquiry, but such a delicate matter will take time. Perhaps we'll talk later. Meanwhile, let me introduce you to my daughter. Miss Edis! Cara mia, could you look after our guest while I attend to my necessary obligations?
Ricardo Diaz is Mr. Cole.
Mercedes!
Oh, I was just taking my friend back into town. Another time, Ricardo.
Ricardo, let's go over.
Let's get out of here. See you around, handsome.
Sing or cry or wear a smile.
I'm sure you will.
We are like the dust in the wind. We are gone.
Ah, well, I hope you're having a good time, because I'm going out of my mind with worry here. What did you find out? That there are more criminals in this town than in prison. We need a lead from the streets. Okay, let me think.
Got it.
Ah, I got it. Okay, there's this limey, some music industry slimeball. Goes by the name of Kent Paul. Anyway, he's got his nose so far up most of Vice City's ass that if anybody knows the whereabouts of 20 keys of coke,
Hi, I'm
it's
David
this guy,
Barry.
all right? He's always at the
Check out the
Malibu.
slipstream. I went into shock.
I'll go pay him a visit.
Hi,
Take
I'm
it easy
David
now.
Barry's HR.
Where'd you pop up from? I've been looking for a bird like you for ages, mate. You know why? Looking for some English guy.
Awesome.
Ken Paul, mate. Yeah, I'm the governor around here. I'll sort things out. I mean, I'll tell you, whatever you want, I'll get you, girl. Don't you worry about a thing, mate. You're lost, honey.
Awesome.
Oi.
It's me. That's how I
Ken Paul, a friend of Rosenberg's. Rosenberg. Oh, that bonkers ambulance chaser. That guy could defend an innocent man all the way to death row. Gets another drink, bruv. But he's a comedian. Listen to me. I'm missing 20 keys and a lot of
Good.
cash. Mate, it's a mug's game. What do you know about it? Wait, what was coming through was...
It had a lot of...
chef come trumpet shifter who builds that kitchen of
I
Hotel
can't
Hudson
run.
Drive. He's been looking real pleased
His
with
son.
himself lately. You could go and check him out. I
And then-
will.
I'm waiting for him to answer. He said his answering machine was being monitored. I'll try one more time. Wade. Wade was protected by government because largely he was collecting government aid. There was nothing wrong with him, even a voice actor, everybody. All things incorporated.
Wait.
Shout.
It's Wade. Wait, I don't know how to work this.
And then I went into a slipstream. There was a rampage. Nice piece, dog.
Hey, what's cracking on me? What you doing around here, man?
Damn, you motherfucker. You.
Now, huh?
Talking to you, motherfucker. Who else you think I'm talking to, homeboy? What? It's not legally possible if you do not.
So exciting, Tommy. It's like old times. Hold
went into a slipstream. I remember somebody from a different cult that was racist called Father. And this was a game I had been playing called Far Cry 5. They had actually taken a story. My name is Brother Henry, and I come to you live. My name is Trevor Phillips. Trevor Phillips Industries. The music, where was it coming from? Yeah. Where was the music? I can tell. Ah. The birds. I remember my football days. It was the kids of Uncle Rico. Ah! Could have gone pro.
I used to be able to throw a big stone for a mile. Are you serious? I'm dead serious. What's this? What the heck are you doing? That's what I'm talking about. I gotta go. How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains? Man,
I believe you.
Coach would have put me in fourth quarter. We'd have been state champions, no doubt. No doubt in my mind. I believe things would have been different. I'd have gone pro.
And he goes back in time with Michael Scott.
Dollars and living in a big old mansion somewhere. I was soaking it up.
This is the Zodiac, Trevor Phillips. He was essentially the Joker in his mind, but he was controlled. He was Mr. TPI.
A lot about cyberspace.
It started coming back to who is that? Yeah, the thing from the guy with the tablet. The white guy. I started getting shot at. Who's shooting? Oh no. That's X-Tentacion's killer. Different reality. Literally. This is what happened, and that's what he thought, like for real. He was inspired by something from a white guy. And then the police came. It was the episode of the one that also triggered Michael, where the guy was like shooting everybody and the family. So I called somebody I thought I knew could help. Lester.
Hey, it's Lester.
I was gonna have to get him. He waged his own personal war. Then they shot him and they took him to the hospital. It reminded me of a trigger mechanism in the game Siphon Filter on Facebook. I had seen this post in which when the guy was killing the FBI agent or the dissident, he screamed Allah, and then that's how I knew it was racism or classism. And then it continued. I found the apartment I was gonna buy right there. I knew who they were talking about. She should go to nail school. Then it goes. Davis Avenue. Name is John Davis. It was Mexican propaganda being run for equal rights. It reminded me of what was going on for the Democratic National Convention, Spain, parts of Italy, Ecuador, and, among others, Peru, Japan, Tokyo itself, dissidents running rampant. My tribute to the Prime Minister. That had passed away. I needed to play some music that made me feel comfortable. So that's how they can go on. This was the only song I had listened to. Only Frank can convert this property. Went for the haircut anyways. I need to get dinner. Relax, I'll be right back. I left something playing, but we're looking for
This isn't special kind of play. This is ready.
When she's ready?
I'm ready whenever you're ready.
She's been there for 2 hours.
Let her do it.
Let her do what, Tom? Just stay laying on the floor looking.
Write her own story. She's a novel.
That's it. You think you're being so cute, huh? I'm gonna show everyone how cute you are.
This is just another. This is more evidence for her to say that
you look.
Ways in the world to get links disease.
If you want to say something to us, now's the time. Do the talking tip. Start with number 3. Your mother, whatever. I guess your mother's ready to talk.
Are you kidding?
Talking tips. I'm ready whenever you're ready.
I'm on everybody's side. I'm on everybody's side. Wet paint like the inside of
As I was watching feeds from my security camera on another device for another. This house has people in it. Adult Swim presented credits, copyright incorporated. But as I was watching this camera from my surveillance vehicle, I remembered. And I started going through everything for once.
So, with that,
sit and have a conversation, or you can get up and you can go to your own space. Either way, it's time. Something's wrong. She's... Madison, what did you do? Madison, she's stuck.
What do you mean she's stuck?
Madison, what did you do? Madison?
Why are you talking to her?
Really out. She's not moving. She's not moving. Stop.
Tom, what is that? What are you...
She's not moving.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh my God, Tom. Oh my God, oh my God.
Gosh! Madison.
Is she breathing? Can you hear her? Is she breathing?
Did you take pills?
What did you do to her?
She's hanging out with her.
What? She hanging out with you all her life. She told her to take pills. Oh my God, Madison.
Who knows what the hell?
Maddie, do you hear me?
Did you give her?
Why would I give her anything?
Because you're women give each other pills all the time. Come on, help.
Stick your thumb right in there, and that's gonna start shaping the hole of your bowl.
Your fingers in there.
Dad, it's too now. Okay, no. Whatever happens, okay, but you have to make sure everyone stays outside. Okay?
Jackson, God, I just tried to have a birthday party. Okay, I'm sorry. I really wanted you to have a good birthday.
Well, hello.
So again, water's your friend, and I know if you're allergic to water, you're gonna want to...
There's a reasonable explanation for all this. We could just, maybe there's like something we can put under something, a lever on our pillar. Nice and little.
Oh, shit, Tom!
I got something.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Right, that's boring. So I like to just add a little bit of what's a prettier color than red.
Madison, baby!
You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. We're both.
Oh my God. Abby.
Hey, you wanna go say hi to Grandma? You wanna go?
I'm going to increase the speed of the... Whoa, jeez. And just a reminder to everyone, I can say shit 3 times. Two times. I said it once when I was explaining what I did.
this is when you knew. This is when you knew that the program that had happened a few years ago, that was on live, unedited footage of a bear, started up with a transmission on the Wild channel, the EAS, during a brief advertisement.
Patients experience side effects including dry mouth.
I changed the radio.
So you can get back to what matters most. Don't risk another minute. Take Claradrel and take life in your hands.
Claradril may not be right for everyone. Consult your doctor if symptoms persist. Some patients experience side effects including dry mouth, dizziness, double vision, reflexive memory, aggression, and fatigue. Do not use if you suffer from high blood pressure or neurological dysfunction. Call your doctor if you experience an inability to concentrate, stiff muscles, sores, or trouble walking. Do not take Claradril before bed or immediately upon waking up. Insomnia has been reported with Claradril.
And that's how you knew. I had been listening to that ad from the car to the hair salon. Martin himself up with some man called Father. Shaving his beard.
Come back anytime.
The presidential candidate nominee is Trevor Phillips.
Where are you, asshole?
Donald Love. State Hearing Committee. During 16. A.G. Bart. To art. Everything. I then remembered an errand of my friend Dahmer, and I drove to my next destination. This was the reality in my world, unlike black footage of a bear. Yes. Yes. Propaganda was on the radio the election year. George. What a coincidence. I had crashed into the Pisswasser fear, and then I felt it. Sending a very direct message. Ex-military. Nobody seemed to take offense. I needed a house bad, so I went, as per usual, took out my photo. I wasn't one for social media presence because I had everything on the grid. I then called Oscar, and it triggered Oscar. Yes.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Investigator Eckerson, State Attorney's Office. Alright.
He called upon J.
This is Oscar. Leave a message if it's urgent.
Oscar is also busy. Then I called the next person. Cletus, the guy from the NRA, and the other one was a criminal mastermind from Latin American, a Latino.
This is Cletus. I got both hands on the gun right now, so leave a message.
I can't count on my boys either way because the NRA was listening and following me. I hadn't broken away so much as I had found the American dream up full of shit. And these guys were licensed to carry, and they were like the Proud Boys. They were everything. I then remembered what was going on. Gauntlets are required before... there was a weird box over in the real world that appeared overhead my screen. I felt like it was something telling me to go somewhere. Los Santos Forward Freeway to Sandy Shores, or going home, or going to get this property. And then they hit me.
How are you going to use the condoms in the
I wasn't...
to your own girl? So...
Here it is.
Anything you say, you can't want to be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Your mom's a city prosecutor and your dad's a cop. You should probably have a little bit more common sense about things that we're doing out here tonight, okay?
Interesting thing about Jay Ruffner is, once he's arrested and processed and taken in for questioning, it turns out that his mother is a prosecutor in a nearby county, and his father was a police officer.
Okay.
This is
It's gonna die.
Now, how do you pick up the phone and tell your mother, the prosecutor, that you just got arrested in a sting operation for trying to meet a young teenage girl for sex? How do you put that into words?
Hey, this is Jay. This is no joke. I'm at the Dark County Sheriff's Office. I've been arrested and charged. I don't know, what's the charge again? Hold on a second. Attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. If she comes down here, can she see me? The attorney?
Yes.
She's my attorney.
The attorney, yes.
Yes, you can.
His mother, the prosecutor, even represents him at his court appearance.
Yeah, please, the court. My name is Carol Ruffner. I'm here for the limited purpose of this appearance.
Does your client understand the nature of the charges?
He does. The defense is requesting that the court consider releasing the defendant on his own recognizance. He is not a flight risk.
Well, imagine what Mrs. Ruffner is going through. I'm sure she could have easily have said, look, I don't want anything to do with this. But she stood by her son and helped him get through the first phase of the judicial process.
So bail at $2,500 cash for your property. Thank you, Mr. Ruffner, for your appearance.
Wow. Jay later went on to work for Perverted Justice and then largely the NSA because there was something about how he was on this show called A&E Behind Bars, and it followed a few informants, and nobody knew when they were on TV or not. They were shot in Los Angeles and other parts of the country, California, and it was sponsored by CBS. And that's when it started triggering me, after I had called Oscar. It went like this. There was a guy who had worked on the set of another popular show in the early 80s.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Investigator Eckerson, State Attorney's Office. All right.
General Miles.
You know you have been arrested. Okay, you know you are in custody. Okay? I need to get some information from you. Before I do, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. Do you understand that? You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him with you now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that? If at any time you wish to stop talking or to have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Okay? Do you understand these rights? All right. With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to me right now and see if we can clear up a couple things? All right. All right. Can you say you did or did not send any pictures? You did not? Okay.
It was Chinese intelligence, and that was his cover to get into the...
What's your last name, sir? L.E.?
Here's where it got triggering.
And your first name?
The Chinese diplomat that was working with the drug lord.
O? Uh-huh.
10 years later.
Your first name?
This is the interview. This is on Dateline NBC special.
O? Uh-huh.
And then it was like all these men were deranged, but they had made better of themselves. And that officer went on to have another promising career. Task force.
What's your date of birth, sir?
This is following the lives of everybody involved. I love these kinds of shows with long drives on the road because...
Just had a birthday, huh?
That's what life was. And now we have cars with TV, so you can watch TV.
You have a social security number?
Can I see ID, and ID? Suddenly it made sense. Rebel 4x4. The sound of things to come. The man had his friends over. And I shot. This is when other triggered materials went back. And then I started looking at the map. Unlike Michael, who was a fan of Metal Gear Solid, I was a fan of Siphon Filter, and this is how it went. I let the radio play while I was looking for this, but I knew I was being hunted. I needed to hide. I drove the car underneath the road. They drove right above me. Sponsored by Rebel 4x4. Insert promotion. We're now back with yeah. Henry Rollins. As I looked at my phone, the memes. American Car Addicts, August 30th, awesome. 1978 father, 1998 father, 2023 son. Only thing that changed was your clothing attire. Here it was.
Shut up, all you annoying bitches.
Whoa. Exclusively on the Rebel radio. Red Cross, Linda Blair. Then I went into a slipstream. That man was right. And then listen to this. Here's where it went. I slipped into the slipstream as I walked. Siphon Filter. My training days. Metal Gear Solid handled it differently, but this was no hallucination, like the PTSD brothers that I knew. This was reality, and I was not devout. I just believed in God, or in gods, and the God that blessed me when I got this truck, and the God that blessed me when I did this, or that. The truck was going low, slow. It was probably out of gas. That's what you get for helping our country as you're running for office.
I told you not to fuck with me. Suspect in sight.
I took the sheriff car. This is dispatch responding to a car. Depth in progress. I was cop car 17 and they were right on me. Can't see me, no. There was no way. Don't you hate it when your own team recognizes you but you're not part of the same team? I was thinking about it as I drove. It triggered me. It said Ron. And it also triggered me when I remembered. Recently, Michael had been having psychotic breaks and he was telling me about how he was hearing voices. Unlike me, I was just a psychopath. I wonder what it meant. I wonder what he heard. He said they guided him and they told him what to do. He had PTSD. There it is. Siphon filter. .911. Suddenly it came flooding back to me. Brand new 911 off the lot. It was one of those songs that I had been listening to, and then brand new 911 off the block.